And speaking of the latest fallout, Gemini, BlockFi, and Genesis all announcing new restrictions on everything from loan originations to fund withdrawals as the FTX contagion spreads. And on Capitol Hill, lawmakers are calling on FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried to testify before the House Financial Services Committee about the implosion of his crypto exchange. Joining us now to talk more about the fallout and its impact on retail traders is Twitch streamer Jason, the stock guy Frank. Jason, in case you don't know, has got a huge retail trader audience on his Twitch channel. So, Jason, tell us how they've been responding. I mean, in the past, people have seen pullbacks as buying opportunities. I imagine it's a little bit different this time.
Well, I mean, as far as the crypto space right now, I mean, you've got basically it's broken into four factions at this point. You have your people that were, anti-crypto the whole time or saying, hey, see, we told you so. You've got your, your side that is, the big fans of personal owning and having that cold storage telling you, hey, listen, we told you own your assets. The other side is the retail traders that are on these exchanges that don't know what they're doing. I mean, we saw this massive influx of retail traders over the last 2 years in equities as well as crypto. They don't know what they're doing. They're all waiting for some signal. And then you have, everybody else who's just memeing the heck out of this entire thing right now, which I think is the vast majority. So I feel like everyone's kind of waiting on what's next right now. And, everyone's kind of like playing this side of well, I told you so, I told you so. And it's just we have to wait to see what happens from the fallout.
It seemed like there was a tremendous overlap, Jason. This is just, my perspective on things, having followed sort of like a lot of the meme stocks and who's in the meme stocks. There's a lot of overlap between those sorts of investors who got into trading those stocks first, and the influx in money into crypto. And so on two fronts, they've been burned. What is the temperature? You've been talking to a lot of these investors, hundreds of thousands of them by this point. How are they feeling about investing in general? Do they feel burned? Do they feel like the game is rigged? Do they feel like they want to keep investing?
I mean, we have to break it down into two sectors. There's trading and there's investing. So a lot of these guys that are new coming into this really don't understand the difference. A lot of them see these, these meme runs from 2 years ago, or they see the crypto explosion and they say, oh, that's going to be me. I want to get on the next one. They get in, they get burnt, or they buy at the top, they catch, a falling knife, and they're out, or they just keep going until they blow up their account. Then you have the others who get into it and they get burned in the beginning and they say, okay, let me take a step back and let me understand how the market works. And I feel like there's two different sectors there. And right now, I would say the retail trader has been all but wiped out for the most part compared to where we were a year ago. But the retail investor, I think, is just getting started.
What is a retail investor doing at this point, in your view? And what are you telling them to do?
I mean, I'm a buy the dip kind of guy. I mean, we know that the macro environment right now is very, very choppy. It's very, very volatile. And we know that we've got a lot going on. The Fed's continuing to raise rates. They're saying they're going to raise it even if we hit a recession. We've got, what's going on with China. We've got, Russia. There's a lot going on. But over the course of time, I think that as we get more people interested into the stock market, we're going to see them. So we've got some people that are day trading, some people that are short right now. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think a lot of firms and a lot of analysts are really understanding how much cash these guys are still sitting on.
And you're saying basically buy steady Eddie sort of stocks and then sell premium against those positions.
Absolutely. I mean, I think two things. I know energy had a big run this year. I know that we're waiting for the Fed to cut rates, and then we're going to probably see a rebound in growth in spec stocks, ARK and the Russells and whatnot. But in that meantime, I keep hearing this phrase, the lost decade thrown around. Crypto's down. Oil's up. We don't know. Eventually, it's probably going to have to come down. You've got metals are no longer moving at the same point. Commodities are all over the place, and the dollar is at recent highs. Equities are where it's at. And I think everyone's just waiting for when the Fed actually shows where they're going to pivot, if they do and when they do. But as far as what I'm telling them now, I'm saying, stick to your plan, maybe be a little bit, more often with smaller amounts on your dollar cost averaging. But I really think this is going to be the year of the divvies. Even if we flatline or chop in a channel for a year or two until the terminal rate comes down, I think dividends are where I know defensive stocks are strong right now, but I think dividends are being overlooked right now. Big, strong stocks, even if they hold flat, you're still going to get that compounding, dividend paid in. And so that's where I'm at right now with me.
All right, Jason, great to get your read on the retail trader / investor out there. Appreciate it. The stock guy.
Absolutely.
You can check out his Twitch channel. It's important, though, also to keep in mind that, investing in dividends, the stock itself can go down as that dividend goes higher, Karen. So you have to look for the stocks that have great balance sheets, great growing businesses, et cetera, on top of
you could have
that
owned
dividend.
AT&T or Verizon for a long time down, getting that dividend year in and year out, and yet losing money. But I got to say, I'm a little bit surprised that this is his focus. That seems interesting to me. Like he's talking to this retail trader and say, think about
the long term.
Yeah.